100K richer now, man. How good does that feel? I mean, how much has your life changed now from earlier this week to now?
Well, I mean, I'm not really going to know right now, but I feel like things are going to be a little different starting tomorrow.
You called this fight to a T in the pre-fight interview. You said that as the later the fight went, you could take advantage of that. Did you surprise yourself? I know it's one thing to say it, but to actually see it come to fruition. What was your just reaction to getting your hand raised?
Well, yeah, of course, you're always a little surprised. I mean, it's a fight, but I felt as confident as I could. Yeah, as soon as he hit me with one or two punches, I was like, oh, okay, he's not going to hurt me. I'm going to just come forward and do what I do. And I went to work, and here we are.
Did the confidence level go up when he missed weight yesterday? I know even before he missed weight, you had heard that he was having a tough cut.
Yeah, it definitely did. Because to me, you make weight, and if you don't, it shows weakness, and that's what I saw.
He likes to put on a show in the cage, and we saw that kind of doing a lot of that. Did that bother you to a certain degree, like disrespecting you or no?
No, absolutely not. I mean, he's here in the UFC because this is what's got him here, right? Like it's a fight. However you want to fight, if it can win you the fight, then that's not disrespectful. That's doing your job, and he did his job. I did mine, and I was the guy that came out on top.
Do you have to be careful not to get caught kind of watching what he's going to do next?
Definitely, yeah. You can't stop against him, and you can't back up against him. Those are two things I knew. I knew that I've been training with capoeira guys for a long time, and they're all like, man, you just don't, what he's trying to do is get you to freeze so he can hit you. And I just knew I had to be in his face. I was a little worried about, the size initially and his early power, but he hit me with a clean punch in the first round. I was like, when I grabbed my arms around him, didn't feel much stronger. I was like, okay, I can do this and keep going forward. And my confidence raised the longer the fight went.
The short notice nature of the fight, obviously not easy to come in on such short notice, but was it almost a blessing in a way? You could put everything behind you, not have to worry about the fight week or any of the hoopla, and just go?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always ready. I'm always in shape. My full-time thing is I train 3 times a day and I teach classes. That's all I do. So I eat, breathe, and just live this sport. So I'm always ready. I knew UFC was coming. I was planning on cutting to lightweight. I was still dieting and cutting to lightweight. And even when I found out a welterweight was out on Saturday, I didn't find out until Monday night. So I had to keep dieting to be ready for lightweight in case I didn't get the welterweight shot. So I'm actually lighter tonight than I am usually when I fight at lightweight. So I didn't put a whole lot back on.
155's next.
On the Monday night, I'm sorry, you found out you were going to fight.
Yeah.
Did it feel like a bit of a Cinderella thing?
A little bit. I mean, I've always, I've known I deserved to be here for a while. It's just, I had a rocky start to my career. My first fight wasn't until I was 25. I think I was 29 years old, and 5-5 is my record. There was no reason to keep fighting other than the fact that I just love fighting. So I kept doing it, and I just kept getting better, and now I'm here.
Can you describe the energy of the hometown fans? Did that help power you through?
Unreal. Once the fight starts, I don't really. I'm in the moment. I'm in the fight. There could be one person, there could be no people, there could be 20,000. Doesn't really make a difference to me. But definitely walking out, seeing all the people. I've seen faces that I know walking through all over the place. It was really something special for my debut.
Michel was dancing all his way to the octagon, doing his flips and stuff. Did you feel like you wanted to put on a show just to take over that show?
Well, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to do any show like him, but I'm a fighter. Like I said in a couple interviews beforehand, if doing backflips was what was important, I believed important in fighting, I'd be great at backflips, but I couldn't do one to save my life. I practiced punching people, choking people, and kicking people, because that's what seems to work in most of the fights I watch.
First UFC fight of the night. What's next?
Fight of the night, performance of the night at the same time.
When was your last fight?
When was your last fight? A month and a bit ago. July 27th.
Rise FC.
Yeah.
Is it 155 that you're going to go back to next?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I really like the matchup as a it's crazy. Everyone's so much hype behind it. I'm like, I saw a lot of holes. I'd be way more terrified to fight a welterweight that just was a fundamental boxer or wrestler. That would have been way harder for me to deal with the size discrepancy. But I knew the way he fought. I know how durable I am. And I know he's a big guy cutting weight, and he's flashy. I'm used to flashy guys. Like, okay, I figured this, if I have to fight a welterweight, I think this is the one to do it. But I definitely go back to lightweight. Like, I don't want anything to do with the rest of the welterweights in the division.
Your teammate Cole Smith lost earlier in the night. Did that affect you at all heading into your fight?
I actually got a little bit. I didn't really get to see the fight. USADA came in right at that point, so I spent the whole time with them. I didn't really know what happened. I heard about it. Obviously, a bummer, but I knew, I just gotta not think about it right now. I got a job to do, and so focused on me. And I heard it was a real close fight, and it sucks. Cole's one of the hardest workers I know, man, and he's a stud. He really is. So. I'm heartbroken for him, but he's gonna be back, man. No one works harder than the two of us.
And when are you looking to make your lightweight debut in the UFC? Have you thought about when you want to have your next fight?
Oh, before the end of the year.
Vegas, maybe?
Yeah, Vegas.
Plus.
Yeah.
December?
December, yeah, that'd probably be good. I like the sound of that.
Just a few here. He caught you with a body shot early in the round. How much that hurt you?
The only thing that hurt me in the fight was that body shot, and it was like right in the solar plexus. The only thing that's sore at all right now is that it was a solid shot. It took me a few seconds to recover, but like I said, I don't feel pain. I just come forward, so you got to put me to sleep.
There is an obvious size discrepancy. How frustrating was it on the ground? Because he had a lot of nice submission attempts, and it just seemed like he could just kind of muscle his way out of them.
Once I was on top of him, it was fine. But yeah, it wasn't even so much size. His hips are real good. Like I couldn't, taking him down is real hard. Like I'm usually pretty good at getting in on guys, and he knocked me in my knees every time I tried to shoot in. That's why I was like, man, I'm gonna start punching him. But I made him shoot, which I didn't think he would do either. I really didn't think he was gonna shoot on me. But once you start losing the striking, you lose your confidence. You start making desperate moves, and that's what actually gave me the fight in the end, I think.
Is it back to work on Monday?
Oh yeah.
Could you have asked for a better opponent? Because obviously you've got a huge crowd reaction because you're the hometown hero here. But on top of that, he's an exciting fighter, and it just seems like everything he would do would gauge a reaction, and then everything you would do in return would gauge an even bigger reaction.
Yeah, probably would have been good to be in my weight class, but no, he was a perfect opponent. Like I say, super exciting. I was saying he likes to throw the Rolling Thunder, the front flip kick. It's called Rolling Thunder. I got to steal his thunder tonight.
Tristan, how good is it going to feel to take this story and maybe use it as motivation for your students or your teammates, or you plan to just bring it up all the time now?
Yeah, of course. I know what we've been doing here for a long time is working, and I knew we were world class. I got guys at my gym that are absolute killers, and you just don't know about them yet. You're all gonna know about them in the next couple of years. There's a few guys that are just way better than me, honestly. And I have my skills and my toughness, but I got a couple of guys that you're gonna be blown away when you see them in the big show.
Any idea what you're going to do with the money that you won tonight?
Not yet.
Talk to the wife, figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you celebrate after a win like this? This really was one of the highlights of this show, and there was a lot of big names on here.
I'll go get some food, get some beer, and then get back to work Monday. I got a job to do.
Tristan, if someone told you 2 weeks ago that you'd be getting a UFC win and also an extra little six-figure bonus in your pocket, what would you have told them?
I thought there's a 5% chance that I'd get the shot just in the UFC, but I did not think it would get a bonus like this, and the opponent that I got and the whole week. It's just been absolute chaos. Like I say, Monday night I found out at 10 o'clock at night, and just trying to catch up with everything in the UFC, get everything I have to do done. It was a whirlwind. So it's just top of the world.
What was the first thing you do after you get that call on such short notice? What are your first thoughts? Is it the weight? I know we're moving up a division, but is it call someone and tell them about this, or what do you do?
Obviously call my wife and call my mom and let them know. And just get ready. You don't want to let the excitement get you too much, right? It's just a fight. I fought many times before. The only thing that's different is the crowd or the audience, right? I've been fighting tough guys for years. If you look at my resume, for for the regional scene, I've fought the best guys around. Like I have been for years. I haven't fought anyone with a losing record in, I don't know, 5 years. Everyone's been ranked. I've been finishing all of them, right? This is the first decision that I have won.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of choked that I just ruined my perfect finish streak, but you know, I'll take it.
You got 100K.
Yeah,
so
it's,
I think,
yeah.
What
I
do you
guess
think
I'll
this
take it.
win says about Western Canadian MMA and just MMA in Canada in
It's
general?
just the start. We're doing something special here, and I really believe that we're gonna start to take over.
David Shaw was in here a few minutes ago. He mentioned the possibility of maybe they put you on a bigger card. He also said you remind him of any 5 of his buddies. Like you're just a super Canadian dude. What are your thoughts on his comment?
It sounds right about right.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.